Well, hi folks, Jeffrey Daugherty, Christian Whistleblower. Welcome back to the channel. We just put up a video on freeing yourself from hexes, curses, spiritual covenants, or contracts. You can pray it, say it. It's not really pray. I don't know if I really like that, but you can say it, and it should give you some great relief. If not, you can still go ahead and contact me. I'm starting to do many more personal counselings and working with people, everything from exorcism to spiritual counseling. And I know most people have a set price. I don't. I ask for a donation. And if you want to do that, contact me through my website, which is in the box below, or it's simply my name, Jeffrey, Jeffrey, Daugherty, DAUGHERTY.com. Or you can also send me a message at my email, Gotham, as in Batman, LTD at gmail.com. Some years ago, I think it was 2014, we'll see in just a minute, I put together this book. And it's the spiritual wisdom of Napoleon Hill as gleaned from Think and Grow Rich. Now, most people don't know who Napoleon Hill is. And those that do know of Napoleon Hill know of him as a great spiritual teacher, or great business teacher. Think and Grow Rich is probably the best business book ever written, the best life experience, life success book ever written. Napoleon Hill was probably the original success coach, and he wrote this book, Think and Grow Rich, and most people think of it as a business book, and it's a great business book, but there's also tons of spiritual wisdom within this book. And I pulled out, read the book and pulled out what I thought were the best nuggets of spiritual wisdom and shared them with you in this little ebook. And I want to continue to do that with you. Today I want to share some of these because these are diamonds. They really are. These are diamonds. The spiritual wisdom of Napoleon Hill as gleaned from Think and Grow Rich. Now, this book, Think and Grow Rich, is the classic. It's sold over 25 million copies and continues to be in the top 10 of self-help books 70 years after its publication. Can you imagine that? But as I was saying earlier, many people don't know that Think and Grow Rich is a treasure of spiritual knowledge. The knowledge is certainly of an advanced level. Takes study, takes meditation, not medication. But those that are willing to apply themselves and put in the work will find it nothing short of transformational, and you'll learn a lot about business and life and personal communication by reading the entire book, Think and Grow Rich, and not just these excerpts. But what do I mean by compiled? I basically went through Think and Grow Rich page by page, beginning to end, and pulled out what I think was spiritually applicable. All the emphasis in the book is Mr. Hill's. I offer only the slightest bit of alterations. There's no commentary, and none's really needed. Now, sometimes people might think that the extracted information is somewhat obscure and out of context. Some might be uncomfortable with what's not explained, but it's obviously done so intentionally to help you make what you will of it, to help you do some thinking. That is by design, and no apology is offered. I encourage you to dive into it. It's a great little book. And I wrote this April 2014, 2015, 2016. That's over 3 years ago. Wow. So let's get into this and let's take a look at some of these great pointers that Napoleon Hill gave us. Number one, know what it is that you want. And that really goes to what I think is the most important lesson in life and the most important lesson in spirituality, and that is find, know, and embrace your great basic purpose. If your great basic purpose is not what you're doing 40, 50, 60 hours a week, if your great basic purpose is not what you're able to dedicate at least a majority of your time to, then you must make changes in your life to allow you to dedicate at least a majority of your time to that which is your great basic purpose. You'll never be happy until you do, and quite frankly, you're stealing from the rest of us. Because you're put here for a purpose, you're put here to do something, and you doing that thing helps everyone, and when you don't do that thing, well, it puts extra pressure on the rest of us because we've got to make up for your slack. And we probably can't do it as well as you would if you were doing it, because it is your great basic purpose, not mine. And this is such a huge one. There's no such thing as something for nothing. And especially this week, I've had a couple of people get mad at me, get really angry, and threaten to unsubscribe or get cross with me. You know, like Tombstone, "Why, Ned, are we cross?" And I don't know why they got cross, but they got cross with me because I wouldn't tell them something. I wouldn't study something that they asked me to study. I only have a certain amount of time, and I study the things that I think that I should be studying, and that doesn't mean I can study everything you ask me to. And guess what? I'm not here to study for you. I'm here to show you, teach you, inspire you, motivate you to study for yourself. And there is no such thing as something for nothing. You can't get something from me for nothing. Not anything of value to you. And all achievement, all earned riches, have their beginning in an idea. Once again, know what you want. Get yourself into the place where you're meditating, which I've said to you 1,000 times, because meditation is the incubator of idea. Ooh, I like that. Meditation is the incubator of ideas. Now, don't get me wrong. You usually don't get the ideas pop into your mind when you're meditating because you're trying to quiet your mind. But when you quiet your mind with that, hopefully 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes of meditation a day, you'll get there. It does something that is energetically profound, because even though you don't get the ideas right when you're meditating, it opens your mind up to more ideas, and I believe it clears out blockage and clutter. And if you are consistently meditated, you're going to get tremendous spontaneous ideas from your higher self, and probably from the inexpressible ones, and maybe even the inexpressible one. Ideas. Ideas not from your lower self, your carnal self, this self, but ideas from your higher self and higher. That's what you want. And this is one of my big ones. Polyphasic sleep. I'm getting used to it, but I love it. We're just being able to do so much. Truly, thoughts are things, and powerful things at that. What they are, when they are mixed with definiteness of purpose, persistence, and a burning desire for their translation into reality. Thoughts are things and powerful things when they're mixed with definite of purpose, persistence, and a burning desire for their translation into reality. So in your meditation, that's the incubation for ideas, and then you take those ideas and begin thinking through them in a positive and a constructive manner, and that builds a burning desire that transmutes them into reality. But conversely, thoughts are things, and if you are thinking things like, why am I so fat? You're thinking this. Why can't I get a good girlfriend? Why can't I get a good boyfriend? Why can't I get a great job? Why can't I understand spiritual things? Your mind will go to work answering those questions for you, and those aren't the kind of questions you want your mind answering. What can I do to understand more spiritual things? What can I do to improve my physical appearance? Those are the kind of questions that you want to ask yourself. And again, just like we talked about at the beginning, know what you want. Discover your definite major purpose. I call it your great basic purpose. Discover your definite major purchase. And determine to remain ready until you get that which you're seeking. Don't stop just short of the culmination of your wants and desires. Stay open, stay ready, and just stay. Just stay. Don't give up. Don't go away. Don't back down. Don't fold up. Don't close down. Stay. Stay ready. Just remain. Sometimes the battle's won by the one that doesn't quit. And develop a definite purpose. Stand by that purpose until it has time to become an all-consuming obsession. And when it does, allow it to become more a part of your life. Now this is interesting. I like this. And this is spiritually as well, obviously. When Hill's spiritual PDF, when opportunity comes, it can appear in a different form and from a different direction than you expect. Many of you that are watching these videos, you didn't expect to be here. You didn't expect to be hearing this. You didn't expect your life to be being transformed by this. It's different than you expect. That's one of the tricks of opportunity, Hill says. One of the tricks of opportunity is that it has a sneaky little habit of slipping in by the back door, and often comes disguised in the form of misfortune or temporary defeat. Perhaps this is why so many fail to recognize opportunity. I'm reminded of my own life when my wife at the time decided she didn't want to be married anymore, the mother of my children. And because my denomination required you to be, couldn't be divorced to be a minister, I had to quit the ministry, lost my marriage, lost my wife, lost my children, lost my house. You would think that was a horrible, crushing defeat, a very, very strong misfortune. And it was. And yet here I sit, that was about 2000, so 17 years later, I realized that that divorce was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. It just was disguised in the form of misfortune. It was disguised as defeat. So success, really, opportunity, snuck in the back door and kicked me out the front door. Know what you want and have the determination to stand by that desire until you realize it. I mean, it takes a long time to keep on keeping on. And that's one of the problems in our microwave reality today, and that's, that is one of the problems of you folks in the younger generation. You want everything to happen yesterday, and you want it to happen quick, and you want to start out right on top. Well, it doesn't work that way. One of the most common failures is the habit of quitting when one is overtaken by temporary defeat. Yet defeat is never permanent until you stop trying. Bear that in mind. When defeat overtakes a man, the easiest and most logical thing to do is quit. That's exactly what the majority of men do. That's why the majority of men live quiet lives of desperation. The majority of women live quiet lives of desperation. Wouldn't you rather be out fulfilling your basic purpose, chasing your basic purpose, doing everything you can to be everything you're supposed to be, than to just quietly sit there 40, 50, 60 hours a week in your office or your cubicle or wherever, wasting away, building somebody else's dream, building somebody else's empire, while your great basic purpose lies there and dies of neglect, dies of malnutrition. It's a sad, sad, sad thing. And I like this one, and this is also true in spirituality, of course. That's why I put it in the book. Failure is a trickster with a keen sense of irony and cunning. It takes great delight in tripping one up when success is almost within reach. That's so true. And it's like when you're trying to grow spiritually, you're trying to get to the next level, you're trying to get a grasp of things, it's often right before you're about to move to a new level that you seem so frustrated and, oh, you know what, it's not even worth doing this anymore. When the object of your desire begins to come, it comes so quickly in such great abundance that one wonders where it had been hiding during all those lean years. I wonder if we're not at that point right here with the Jeff Daugherty Show, Christian Whistleblower, YouTube channel. I wonder if we're not at that place where the object of my desire to be able to get this message out to huge numbers of people so we can prevent the Lord's false flag plans and defeat him, enforce his defeat. He's already defeated. We just have to legally enforce it. I believe that this is the year where things come so quickly and such great abundance that we're going to wonder, man, did he really only have like 1,000 followers just a few months ago? Where were all these people during that time? And one of the main weaknesses of mankind is the average man's familiarity with the word impossible. You can't start a YouTube channel from scratch and build it up and actually make a difference in this world. You can't. It's impossible for you to defeat the rat bastard. Come on, Jeff. It's impossible for you to bring down big-time Christianity. I'm not the average man. And I don't accept the reality of the word impossible. The word impossible is for posers that just aren't willing to pay the price. That aren't willing to do what has to be done, when it has to be done, how it has to be done, where it has to be done, when it has to be done, and with the intensity that it has to be done with. Success comes to those who become success conscious. Failure comes to those who indifferently allow themselves to become failure conscious. Oh, you know what? We are never, ever going to be able to get off this wheel of reincarnation. We are never, ever going to be able to defeat the New World Order. We are never, ever going to be able to defeat the big-time religion. We're never, ever going to be able to defeat the NSA, the EPA, the FEMA. We're never going to be able to defeat the DEA. We're never going to be able to defeat the Food and Drug Administration. We'll never be able to defeat the Lord, the rat bastard. There's no way we can beat him. There's no way we can bring down Roman Catholicism. There's no way we can bring down Roman Protestantism. We become conscious of, oh, you know what, we really can't do anything. Why should I become an unindoctrinator and share these videos in the channel URL and social media? It's a lost cause anyway. Why should I sponsor Jeff through PayPal or through Patreon? It's a lost cause anyway. Failure comes to those that become, oh, we can't, you know, it's like people are talking about, why do you want to go up and, you know, maybe get one of those bunkers up in South Dakota that Rex Bear talks about? I mean, if it happens, I want to drop that nuclear bomb right on my head. It don't matter anyway. Well, maybe it does matter. And maybe if the SHTF, maybe I will be gone like that. But maybe not. I'm not quitting. I'm not going out quietly. I'm going to go out in a blaze of glory, doing all that I can, working as hard as I can, helping as many as I can. What did the Kurgan say in Highlander when he was in the cathedral? Oh yeah, I remember what he said. And I wish I had this thing hooked up so you could hear it. I'm gonna get it fixed today. I'm gonna do my best. It's better to burn out than to fade away. I'm gonna burn out, brother. I'm not going to fade away, and I may never burn out. I may just keep on burning. And looking for people just like that to jump on board and become unindoctrinators and help us take down the Lord. Take the Lord down. Take the Lord to Chinatown. Become success conscious. We can beat him. We will beat him. We are beating him. We are gaining ground. We are making a difference already. And it's only going to get better. And these are the kind of people that I want to hang out with right here. People that believe that you are the master of your own fate. That believe you are the captain of your own soul. See, everybody's looking for a savior. Not everybody in this channel, but most people want a savior. They want somebody to save them. Oh, I need somebody to save my soul. Why don't you be the captain of your own soul? Ma'am, you're saying I need somebody to save me. Why, ma'am? Why don't you just be the captain of your own soul? Sir, I need somebody. Why don't you just be the captain of your own soul, sir? Because whether you know it or not, you are the captain of your own soul. Even if you place your salvation into the hands of another person or another organization, you're still the captain of your soul. You still made that decision, and you'll have nobody to blame when you find yourself in a soul farm, and myself or somebody working with me's got to fight our way in there to get you out. We'll do it, but it's a whole lot easier if you just take care of business while you're still around down here on the ground. Because, you know, by and by after you die up beyond the sky, it gets a little more difficult. Well, I mean, we'll still do it. We're kicking that off tomorrow night. The spiritual evangelism, the ghost helpers, with our our PSB7 Spirit Box research device. I'm taking that out for the first run tomorrow. We've had a lot of bad weather here in Clearwater. And I'm going to do it at night, not because it's ghosts are more prevalent at night, but because there's less people to say, what is that crazy fool doing over there with that little piece of equipment? That's why we're going to do it. Because I got some surprises for you, folks. I got some surprises for you. That's what the Christian Whistleblower, Jeff Daugherty Show YouTube channel is all about. Teaching you to be the master of your fate. Not so much your fate here and now in the business sense. There's other people that do that. I could have done that, but I chose this route more. I'm here to help you master your spiritual fate in the here and now. I'm here to help you master your mental fate in the here and now. I'm here to help you master your emotional fate in the here and now. I'm here to help you master your spiritual fate in the here and now. I'm here to teach you how to guide your own spirit. I'm here to teach you how to be your own guru. I'm here to teach you how to master your own dissension. I'm here to teach you how and inspire you to be the captain of your own soul. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower. Like, share, subscribe, sponsor, be an unindoctrinator. You are the master of your fate. You are the captain of your soul, and I need your help, and it'd be an honor to work alongside you, shoulder to shoulder, in this great adventure that we're on. Jeffrey Daugherty, Christian Whistleblower, helping you unwind your mind, helping you unindoctrinate yourself, and reminding you, be excellent to each other.